This is Twit.
What have you learned about whether it's marketing or cost of entry, which you do have a lot of overhead, I'm sure, having all these clothes. I mean, what have you learned since launching the startup?
Oh, wow. I've learned so much. Trying to think where to start. I mean, I've learned that people in the business are super, super valuable. So I have an amazing team. I have an amazing executive team. I'd never started a company before, and it was very important to me that I make sure that I surround myself with talented people who know all the things that I don't know. And so people really, I think, are the biggest, just the most valuable part of the business, and the most valuable part of what we invested in as a company early on. On the marketing side, I mean, we were so lucky, truthfully. I mean, this business is really hard, and we talked a little bit about the inventory, but in the early days, for the first 6 months of this company, we didn't even have a website. I mean, you went to stitchfix.com and there would be a link there to fill out a survey, and then all the, shipping information stuff, everything we just did through email. So you'd get an email saying your fix is shipped, and we would collect your feedback, sometimes in handwritten responses, and then have somebody transcribe them. I mean, we literally didn't have a website for the first 6 months. And that's because all the money that I raised, we had to put into inventory. Like, that's just the business that we're in. If we don't have 5 items to ship to somebody, we have no business. And so inventory was more important than a website in the early days. And so, there are a lot of trade-offs that I had to make early on. And we were super lucky that our customers loved the service from the beginning and talked about it from the beginning, because truthfully, we just, it helped us to be able to focus on just getting the business up and running before we had to focus on, brand and marketing and how we were going to help our customers to share. So those were some of the big things. But, on the marketing side, it's not necessarily by something that we did on purpose. But one of the things that I learned is that this service just inherently is a very, very shareable experience. So you don't know the 5 things that are showing up. You want to get feedback from people about what you should keep and what you should send back. And so all of those things really lend to sharing, whether it is on a blog or whether it's on Instagram. And so, we benefit a lot from that. And maybe the last thing is on packaging. If you Google for Stitch Fix in Google Images, a lot of the images are actually of the outside of the box, or they're of the items very nicely folded inside. And so a lot of the packaging things, it just seems like an afterthought for some companies, but we've really seen a lot of value in it. Because every time somebody gets a fix and it's beautifully packaged and they put it up on the Instagram, that's a few hundred other eyeballs who are seeing that package and getting introduced to Stitch Fix. And so the packaging actually has gotten us a long way as well.
I am so happy to hear you say that. I one of the things I do here at Twit is I get a lot of products in for us to review, right? And packaging is so important. I mean,
so important.
Your immediate reaction that you have to the product that you're opening is going to have an impact. I mean, whether it's just thrown in a cardboard box and you're opening it, or it's got this really nice package. You've got a nice, I just got something, last Friday. It's like a handwritten note to me, and some candy was in there, which
Well, that's what's amazing is in the stores world, people, you invest in all these fixtures and you invest in the store looking beautiful and having this amazing atmosphere and having a signature scent. And why aren't retailers doing the same thing in their packaging? Because, all those things they're doing in the store is to elevate the store experience so that you feel like you're buying something really luxurious and you feel like you're part of the lifestyle. And that same experience should translate to the package that you get at home. And it's just amazing to me how little of that has happened.